Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Huff, you uttered, I think, a very important phrase at the beginning of your testimony. You said energy security is national security. And I think that's very important to illustrate that point. Just this week in the Intelligence Committee, we had a hearing on energy options for this country because of its relationship to national security. The development of safe and cost-effective nuclear power could be one of the key drivers of the future economy. The problem is both technology, as you know, and also cost. I love the analogy of the airplane and the airport. Guess how many 737s Boeing builds in a month in Rendon, Washington?
I don't know, sir. Thousands.
The answer is 31.
Whoa.
One a day. One a day to that immensely complex piece of machinery. I'm not suggesting we can build one nuclear reactor a day, but I am suggesting that we have a long way to go. My concern is that the effort toward the development of this technology is somewhat diverse, and I want to know if we have the resources and the coordination to do something which really should be one of the federal government's highest priorities, working with the private sector. Do we have the resources? Are they being allocated coherently? And do we have coordination? It concerns me that maybe we've got Department of Energy, we've got the Defense Department, we've got other people working on this project, and frankly, it just keeps getting further and further away. I've been in these hearings for 10 years now, and it was always 10 years away. Well, here we are, and it's now 5 to 10 years away. Please reassure me that this is getting the priority it deserves.
Thank you, sir. It is an all-of-government priority from my experience. You know, you listed a number of agencies that have equities in this endeavor, and I think they're all very interested in seeing this achieve its promise. In the Department of Energy, one of the tactics that has worked really well is from Congress, we have been very lucky to receive the appropriations certainty from the bipartisan infrastructure law that fully allocated the $2.5 billion for the completion of the 2 advanced reactor demonstration program demo reactors. And this really reduces the uncertainty that those 2 demos will be completed on time this decade. There's a number of different sources of uncertainty in the on-time, on-budget completion of a nuclear reactor plan, everything from project management by the company building it, financing certainty, and regulatory certainty, fuel supply, supply chain issues. And I think the government across these all-of-government agencies is working in a way that we hope will reach that. But I think that model around the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program with public-private partnerships that support those demonstrations is a really critical one.
I hope you're right, and I want to just suggest a sense of urgency. My concern, whenever I hear the phrase around here, all of government, to me that means nobody's in charge. I want one throat to choke on this. I want to know who's responsible for producing a cost-effective, safe, reliable, modular reactor. I think that should be one of our highest priorities, and I hope you'll take that sense of urgency back. Ms. Culver, just to emphasize, the CREST Act, we're not going to be able to deal effectively with climate change simply with carbon capture. We're going to have to pull carbon out of the atmosphere, and that's the biggest challenge that we have. And I hope you will work with us and the Energy Department, all the departments on this issue of natural carbon capture and retention. So I just want to emphasize that the importance of that bill. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator.